Yeah, hello, good evening, everyone. So, if you're online, please just, if you can see this, please just say something, just type yes, 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 or type 111 if you're online, type 111 if you're online. You're welcome to this day two of this training, day two of the training today I'll be sharing to the groups now to everyone. I'll be sharing to the groups so that more persons can join us in the class. Let me get the link. Yeah, I think we have one person viewing this right now. So if you're online, please just say something on the chat. Okay, if you can hear me, just type I can hear you. If you can hear me, type I can hear you. If you can hear me, type I can hear you. If you can hear me, type I can hear you. Those of you who can hear me, type I can hear you. All right, that's great. I'm glad that you can hear me loud and clear. So what will happen? We'll be sharing it, right? We'll be sharing the video, we're sharing the link to everyone who's there. We're sharing the link to everyone. So what you do, those of you who are in the groups, go back to the group and then reach out to other people. Reach out to other people. Go back to the groups and then reach out to them and just tell them that we're live. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, you are highly welcome to this class. This is day two, and it's more of the practical section on the Facebook art class that we'll be having today. So this is so everyone, more persons are joining us, but I would like you to share to everyone. Yeah, I can see Eminent Augusta, I can see David. David, you're welcome. And to this live section, this is day two of the class. I would like you guys to share. Just take a screenshot of what you're seeing and take a screenshot to share in the group. Share in the group so that others can join us. I think that's what I'm doing right now on my other device. That's what I'm doing now. So let's do that quickly before we start. So let's do that quickly before we start. So let's do that quickly before we start. So okay, if you want to sign into your other account, it's fine. It's fine to sign into your other account. So we'll be starting very soon, and our guests will be joining us. But let's mobilize other people. Let's join us for this event. Reach out to them. You are all welcome to the second day. This is day two of our Facebook art class. Yeah, you're welcome. If you're using your phone, it's fine. You're welcome. So I'll be doing that. I'm trying to share to the group. Those of you who would want to share for me, it's fine. Thank you so much. So I'm still with everyone here. I'm still with everyone here. Just trying to share to the group. Yeah, I can see Sinaga, you're welcome. You're welcome to this class. Yeah, more persons are joining us. More persons are joining us. You're all welcome to this class. Yeah, Madam Chiwindu just joined us. You're welcome. All right. I think more persons are joining us, and let us mobilize everyone here. Yeah, Elijah, I'm happy that you're glad for this second day. So this is day two. This is day two of this live conference. We're going to be here to learn practically. We're going to be here to learn practically Facebook ads, how to run Facebook ads. All right. Okay, everyone, you're welcome to this class. You're highly welcome to this class. I can see that more persons are joining us for this class. I want to be sure that you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, just type 111. If you can hear me loud and clear, you can hear me loud and clear. Type 111. Let me be sure that you can hear me very well. So everyone who can hear me, kindly type. I'll be viewing this from my PC as well as my smartphone here. So if you can hear me loud and clear, please type on the chat section 111. All right, good Lord can hear me. MG Graphics can hear me. Yemijele Esther can hear me. So all right, I'm glad that you can hear me. I'm trying to use my new smartphone. Majority of you know that I got a new smartphone. It's just here around me today. Like it's new, and that's what I'm using for this streaming. That's what I'm using for this streaming for this. So I'm still getting used. No matter what, even if you know how to use a smartphone before, Even if you can use a smartphone before, no matter what, if it's something that is new, you must be able to get used to it. And before you know, you're already good at using it, all that. So it's important, if you have one device, when you make more money with your skill, you then upgrade. Like this Facebook ad that you're going to learn, it's a skill. It's a skill that you could use to make a fortune for yourself. In fact, it's one of those high income skills that you have out there. One of those high income skills. There are several high income skills that exist, and social media marketing is one of them. And even if it's just Facebook ad that you know how to do effectively, from the social media marketing, then you'll be very good. Somebody saying this is my old phone. Oh, it is still here with me. That's what. Look at it. It is still here. It's a Samsung phone. So I'm using it. I'm still using it. I would have given you. There are a lot of things that are inside. I've not transferred it to this one. So if you are in the online space, you may need more than one phone in the online space in order to do several things and certain things. Otherwise, this is my old phone. It's a Cedo. If I gift you the things that are inside, there are so many things that are locked up in that phone, and I would not want to give it out just like that, even for 10 million naira. I would not want to give it out because of the things that are inside. So once again, I want to welcome everyone who is here. So I'd like you to take a screenshot of what you're seeing, take a screenshot of the class, and then reach out to people in the group. Just reach out to them and tell them that we are live, we are live, we're live. Share the link. I've dropped the link. Those of your members, those of you who invited other people for this class, for this special master class, kindly invite them for this class. Kindly invite them right now. Go back to your group and talk to them, and they should join us right now live in YouTube on YouTube. They should join us for this class, and we'll get started. So it's about 13 minutes past 8. It's about 13 minutes past 8. I talked to our facilitator, and he said he's going to be joining us very, very soon. But before he joins us, I'm going to be discussing some very important things. Like I told you, that this is a 2 days intensive class, and an intensive class like this, it's one that you definitely learn some of those things, many of the things that you don't know before. Even if you have watched courses, you are learning based on our own experiences and results that we have gotten, and you definitely learn something new from us. Everybody has his own unique way of doing things, but the end goal is to get results. The end goal is to make money. The end goal is to make impact and influence on the life of others, and that's what you're doing. The end goal is to sell your product, whether your product, they are digital products or they are physical products. The end goal is to get massive results from what you're doing. So we'll just be going over some of those things. This class will be more interactive. I'll be talking to you guys more interactive because it is more like a practical section. This is a practical section of the Facebook art class of yesterday. Yesterday was more like an introduction, background knowledge on what you need to do. And some of you, I believe you have gone to make your own research. Do well to go and make your own research. Do well to go and like you should have done your own research before now, before this class, like on some of the things that we talked about, even in the group. Those of you who complained about an ad account, like your ad account was banned, I dropped a link on that. If you still have that issue, you can reach out to me. There are several ways that you can get your ad account back. Like if it is restricted, everyone has taken that breakfast. Like they call it breakfast right now. Like everyone has taken it from Facebook. Sometimes, like I told you guys, it is the bots that does it, because Facebook, they have human staff, but they also employ bots in running their platform effectively. Sometimes the bots just just disable your ad account or restrict your ad account for one reason or the other. But if you appeal and you appeal properly, you're going to get it back. So today is going to be more of a practical class. So I wonder why even by now more persons are not joining us, but I believe they'll be joining us later. So it's just a 2 day class. If it were a 7 day class, I think some persons may not be available. It's just a 2 day class, and that is why it is 2 days for people to like more like a crash class, like you hear people talk about crash courses. So this is more like a crash class for everyone. So you're so right now I'm going through some of those things that we said yesterday. we'll dive into question and answer, answering some questions. I'll be sharing my slide also here to answer some questions critically, that to prepare you before the facilitator comes, because I said it's going to come a little bit late, and that little bit late is not going to be later than 8:30. So he's sorting out some things, but before then you are going to be learning. You're going to be learning. Don't miss any part of what you want to do. So yesterday, Mr. Emmanuel Adano shared some very, very, very important points, and I'm going to do a recap of it. Those of you who were able to watch the tutorials, you should hear this. I want to say now, but if you don't watch it, you're not really missing out. You're not really missing out much on what was said yesterday. But it's okay. I still left that tutorial for you guys to go through. You can go back to it. You can go back to it, and then you can go back and watch it. You can go back and watch yesterday's tutorial. But let's get started with what was shared yesterday. So it said some takeaway points. Like I said yesterday, having background knowledge on running Facebook ads, it's very, very important. Your background knowledge, like the framework you have, your background knowledge on what to do first, it's much more important than doing the practical section. Well, majority of people take doing the practical section like, okay, I'm actually running this ads. They take it more important than doing your background the background things that you need to do. It's just like you're expecting a visitor in your house. So you want to advertise for visitors to come to your house. You first of all keep your house neat. That's how it is. That's a simple analogy of what you need to do. That's a simple analogy of of the background things that you need to do before you run your Facebook ad. So the very first thing that Mr. Emmanuel shared yesterday, I'm going to be reading from where I jotted it down. It said build a reputable brand. So building a reputable brand is in your brand content. So it's in what you say. You should be showing up as a brand. Ensure you are showing up as a brand. So if you don't have a brand name, have a brand name for your business that you're doing. If you're an affiliate marketer, you can call yourself an affiliate marketer. If you are doing several other things, you're a salesperson, talk about the sales that you're doing. If whatever product that you're doing, so you need to have a reputable brand. A reputable brand is one that that sells quality. They give people premium things. They sell quality. They don't sell things that people they don't sell things that um they don't okay. I'm just going through the charts, and I think they are causing a little bit of distraction, but I'll go on. So reputable brands, that is, they are brands that gives us value. That whatever your interest is to give out value to people. So building a reputable brand is much more is driven by the value that you want to make, the impact that you want to make on people, not even the money that you want to make out from it. Money is good, but first of all, building a reputable brand, it comes with quality, it comes with excellence. And sometimes you have to go study more. You have to study more. You have to really study more in order to get to that level of giving out excellence. Sometimes you have to pay experts, you have to pay mentors, coaches, and attend different webinars and programs. Even myself, I do the same in order to gain that excellent, to be at that excellent level, to give out quality value. So it's very, very important for you to build a reputable brand. Building a reputable brand starts with working on yourself first. So start with learning that stuff that you want to learn. Start with becoming becoming an expert in it. So you can start to use the word becoming a god in it, becoming a master in it. Some persons say becoming a beast in it, that is become very good in that your skill in order to give out value to people. So the other thing that I talked about is to define your audience. So defining your audience is very, very important. Whom are you talking to? So your audience can be broad, your audience can be narrow. So if you are reaching out to just a particular, let's assume you are reaching out to 95 workers or business owners, those are the people that you serve. It's important that you call out their names, you talk about it, you define your audience. You can even do this on paper, and then you have that framework in your head that you have defined your audience, that whatever people that you're actually talking to, they are that you want to reach out to, even with your Facebook ads, that you want to reach out to, they are business owners. So that will now bring up, if you want to do your targeting, to now bring up maybe targeting people like entrepreneurs, online business owners, and marketers, people who do businesses. So if you have your defined audience, you'll be able to select the right targeting niche, the right targeting audience for yourself. So it's important that you're in your business first of all. After building a reputable brand, then you should what the next thing you should do is to talk about your audience. Like decide your audience. You think about your audience. It's based on the qualities that you offer. So some persons can be reaching out. They may be reaching out to a large audience, like they are generalists. They talk to a large audience. It's fine, but yourself, you can decide to be talking to just one audience or two audience or three audiences like that. So that's what you need to do. The next thing is your strategy. So in running Facebook ad effectively, Mr. Emmanuel talked about strategy. Strategy is very, very important. So the strategy is, what do you want to do? Like, let me give you an example of some strategies. Some persons may decide to run ads to WhatsApp, which is very, very common because a lot of people use WhatsApp. In fact, WhatsApp is the most widely used app these days. Like if you check online, the most widely visited apps or used app on a daily basis is WhatsApp. So you want to take advantage of it, of running ads to WhatsApp. That's a strategy. Some persons, they even run ads to a landing page, and from that landing page they take it down to WhatsApp. That's another beautiful strategy that you can do. Why some people, they run ads to a landing page and then get emails, they build their list building is very, very important. List building is very, very important. Like audience, having your audience that you're reaching out to, that you're talking to, it's very, 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 very important. So that is what you need to do. You need to have a strategy. So some of the strategies that I know works very well is to run it to a landing page, and from that landing page, you ensure that you run it to your WhatsApp. So you grow your WhatsApp list also with that, because if you're marketing there, if you're marketing from Facebook and you're using WhatsApp as part of your strategy, it will help you in retargeting them. You can retarget people from your status, you can retarget people through broadcast, you can retarget people in a group and all that, to in order to make impact with the value that you want to offer, that is that skill that you want to offer. So your strategy is very, very, very important. So the last thing that you talked about is lead generation. So lead generation, well, Facebook, using Facebook ads is basically used for lead generation, but there are other strategies that are in the Facebook ad. You can use it for lead generation. You can use it to create awareness. You can also, there are different ads. You can also use it for sales. So you have to take note of those important points in order to run an effective Facebook ad. So I would like you guys right now, if you can still hear me, type 111 that I can hear you. I want to be sure that you're following me. I want to be sure, type 111. Those of you who are watching right now, if you can hear me, type 111 on the chat box. Type 111. I want to be sure that you can hear me. Let the energy flow. All right, guys, who is there? Are you still with me? Let me be sure that you can hear me. Let me check my chat. Okay, 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 okay. Let's invite everyone. Let's invite our friends. Share to your friends. Share to everyone around, and all that. Share to everyone around. So before you be saying, Emmanuel, join us. I'm coming. I'll be checking my chat. Okay, somebody say. Oh, somebody's typing. All right, that's cool. So yeah, I'm. It's okay. More persons can hear me. I'm sure you can hear me right now. So we'll be coming up with some questions. So I'll be doing some recap of some practical sections that we're going to be taking today. So all of you whom your ad account was banned one way or the other, we have a group. I shared that information before now. But if you didn't get that information, in this video, there's a description to my DM. You can reach out to me, then I'll share that link to you, or you're going to join the group where you get that link. And then like we talked about, there are two major things you need to do if you want to run effective Facebook ad and you want to get started. So if you want to get started, you need to set up your Facebook ad account. You need to set up your Facebook account. So you need to do that. If you already have a Facebook account, it means you already have the ability to run ads. But nowadays, Facebook keep coming, they keep innovating their platform on a daily basis. One thing you need to learn to accept, and Facebook, they are they do that always. They do that always is change. They do that always. They always improve their platform. And even in your business, you can take that lesson for yourself to improve yourself at all time. So Facebook, they improve their business. They come up with new policies here and there, and so many other things that they come up with. But if you are if you are flowing with them, like you're using their platform, you do not need to worry. What you just need to do is to follow as the lead. Just follow as the lead. Just follow as the lead. Just follow as the lead. As Facebook is updating, you are following as the lead. So right now I will be sharing my screen. I will be sharing my screen. More persons are joining us. I'll be sharing my screen to talk about some of the basic setup that you can do. Now you can run Facebook advert from your smartphone. From your smartphone, you can run Facebook advert from your smartphone. What you need to do is to download ads. There's an app called Facebook Ad Manager. So I don't know if you can see it. Don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Okay, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. So it's on Play Store. It's on Play Store. It's on Play Store. So you download that app. So I would have been able to share my PC. I would have shared my phone screen. But don't worry. We'll do that soon. But you can run Facebook ad from your smartphone using the Facebook ad manager. But more effectively is to run from a PC, from a laptop. If you run from a laptop, it's much more effective because you have several options. But you can run from a smartphone and still get results. You can still get massive results when you're running from your smartphone. It doesn't really matter. But if you use your PC, it's gonna be quite cool. It's gonna be okay to do that. So I'll be talking about the PC right now. So another thing you can do, even if you don't have a PC, you could turn your smartphone to desktop mode and try to navigate the platform. So if you have a Facebook account, I'll be sharing my screen right now, and then I'll be talking about this. So let me go back to StreamYard. So if you can see my screen, just type yes, yes. Just type yes, yes, yes on the chat. Yes, yes, yes on the chat. If you can see my screen, type yes. If you can see my screen, type yes on the chat. I'll not be sure you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, type yes on the chat. If you can see my screen, type yes on the chat. Type yes, yes. All right, more persons can see my screen. So I'll be going to business.facebook.com. I'm going to business.facebook.com. So that's where I am. Business.facebook.com. That's a platform that Facebook uses for its business. That's a platform that they use for running ads. Like you want to run ads. So that's the platform they use. So I guess you could see my screen right now. I guess you can see my screen. All right. So right now, if you're on this, you want to navigate the platform. You want to navigate the platform. You want to do some settings and some other things that you need to do. So just take note of where I'm clicking. Take note of where I'm clicking. Take note of where I'm clicking. So I want to click this now. So majority of the settings that you're going to be doing here, you're going to be doing it on the business settings. You're going to be doing on the business settings. Although if the facilitator comes, it's going to explain more on what you need to be doing. When he joins us, I don't know. I don't know if he has joined us. Yeah, he has joined us now. And exactly the time he said he's going to join us, and he joined us. So we're coming in now. I'll be bringing upstream now. I'm bringing upstream now. So let me bring him upstream. Bring him upstream. Okay. Upstream. Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel is here already. Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very clearly. Good evening. How are you
All
doing
right.
today?
Good evening. You're welcome today. You're welcome to today's class, and everyone is ready. Everyone is ready, and we'll
Awesome.
all be waiting for you. We have done a bit of what we did yesterday, that like just a recap of what you treated
Okay.
yesterday. And I don't know if you still like to ask questions on the chat, probably to know those who followed, and also welcome those who are new to this class. So, Mr. Emmanuel, over to you. You can go ahead. I shouldn't just start introducing you all over again. Some of
Yeah.
them already know you, and then, but just go ahead, sir.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I'm just coming now. Had to fix something before coming, and we basically have covered the basics of Facebook advertising yesterday, and I've also given you some tips you need to integrate into your marketing on Facebook to help you get better results. So today, like I said yesterday, we are just going to start from where I left off, which is setting up your art, which probably a number of you here already know how to do that, but I'm going to be sharing some tips along this art setup process that will help you whenever you are setting up your own art. So regardless of the business you are into, I'm going to be sharing principles, tips, tricks that you can apply in different businesses, different niches, and different industries. So if you can hear me, I just want you to type. Let me know in the comment section. Just let me know you can hear me and you can hear me very very clearly. And if you have any question from yesterday's class, because I couldn't stay long enough to take all of your questions, you can just
Hello, Mr.
drop the
Emmanuel.
question. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I think your line is breaking somehow. I don't know if it's your network,
My line
but
is
we should just be
breaking.
sure so that the people
Okay.
can, if they can hear you loud and clear, you can ask. Probably it can be from my end. I don't know, but I just know that
Yeah.
it is breaking right now. Like when you have been talking, it's breaking.
Okay. If my voice is breaking, um, just let me know in the comments. And if you can hear me like smoothly and clearly, type let me know in the comment as well so that I'll know what to fix. Okay. All right. If you can hear me smoothly, awesome. Awesome. You can hear me perfectly. All right. That means I think it's fine from my end. All right. So everything is good. Now, if at any point at all you stop hearing me, just let me know. My eyes are on the comments like once in a while. All right. So, like I was saying, if you have any question from yesterday's session, just drop them in the chat. I can pick any one of them and answer them as we go. Okay. So, I'm going to share my screen with you again and then take you to Art Manager. All right. So, um, Mr. Kelvin, you can just make my screen visible now. All right, so I hope every one of you can see my screen. Now, generally, before you start setting up your ad, you know, your ad on Facebook has three parts. That's the campaign, the ad set, and the ad itself. Okay. The campaign is like the general vehicle that is carrying every other part of your ad. Then the ad set is where you set up the direction you want your ad to go to. So that's where you enter the interest you are going to be targeting. That's where you enter the age of the people you are going to be targeting. Maybe your budget. You could enter your budget at the campaign level or the ad set level, depending on the budgeting strategy you decide to use. You'll see all of that in a moment. And then the ad itself, which is what the people you're advertising to are going to see. And whenever you run ad, one thing I always want you to do before you even start bothering about who you are going to target, how much you are going to spend, and all those stuffs, the first thing you need to fix is the ad itself, what the people you're advertising to will start seeing whenever your ads start running. And that basically contains your ad creatives, that's the image or the video you are using on your ad, and then the text or your copy. And these two guys are like the mercenaries that get the job done for you. Because if you have a very good product, which you should if you want to start running ad, make sure that your products are very, very helpful products. So once you have very good product, the next thing you want to the next thing you need to start dealing with is how you are going to present your product to people in a way that will convince them to take the action you want them to take. All right. So, and that's basically copywriting, you turning your product into an offer in a way that makes people see the need for whatever it is you are trying to advertise or you are trying to sell. And that's very important. Always, always, always make people see the benefit of whatever it is you are trying to sign them into, whatever it is you are trying to sell to them. Make them see the benefit, the importance of what you're advertising, and that's like the easiest way to sell. Instead of, some people try to present their offers like just casual commodities. But what you have to do, you want to make sure that your offers, your product, whatever you are selling, you are presenting it to people as the solution to a particular problem they are looking for to fix. That's you use copywriting to fix that. And also you want to make sure that the video, if you're using a video for your ad, or the design you're using, if you're using the flyer, are very good and presentable. Okay, they are very good and presentable. If you need to hire a graphic designer or a video creator to help you create the videos, help you create the flyers, then you should do that. You should add that extra touch of excellence and extra touch of quality to your ad. But regardless, that's the most important part of your advertising system. Because even if you are targeting the right people, but then you don't make them see the need for what you are selling, for what you're advertising, it's just like a waste of resources and all of that. Okay, so very important. Always try to fix the ad itself. So you need to learn skills like copywriting, right? How to write in a way that moves people to take action and all those stuff. So when setting up your ad, basically you want to click on um, the create button, and then I've explained all of these objectives yesterday. And here's the thing: if you get your objective wrong, you reduce your chances of getting your desired results from Facebook ad. Okay, so if you want to get traffic to your website, if you pick engagement campaign, if you pick engagement as your objective, you might not even get any traffic to your website at all, because Facebook is constantly trying to optimize to deliver the result you are the result your objective is driving to. So if you want traffic, use traffic. If you want engagement, use engagement. If you want to get leads, use leads. If you want to promote apps, use app promotion. And if you want to sell product, you have an online store, you have a website, set up your pixel, and um, go for sales campaign. Okay. Now, let's say you want to create a lead generation campaign. Let me use lead generation for instance. Now, there are two types of lead generation campaign. The one where people will just submit a form like a survey on Facebook, and then they become your leads. That's very cheap. You setting up ads like that are very cheap. But the kind of lead generation ad I prefer is where I build a landing page, an opt-in page, maybe using any of these landing page builders that you know. Maybe you are using MailChimp, or you are using System, or you are using ClickFunnels, or you are using GetResponse, whichever one you decide to use. just build a simple landing page and then install your Facebook pixel to your landing page. Okay, so I hope you already know what a Facebook pixel is. Facebook pixel is just like a code that you add to your website, and then Facebook can use that to monitor, track, and record activities of people on your website. So if you install your Facebook pixel on your website, Facebook is going to pick up is able to pick up whenever people visit your website, whenever they click on a particular button, maybe add to cart button or the next button, whatever it is, and then you can use all of those data to retarget people who have visited your website before, visited your landing page, became your lead with future ads. Okay, so that's the importance of you having Facebook pixel. And you cannot set up like the conversion ad if you want to sell a product, or the lead generation ad if you want to generate leads, if you don't have a Facebook pixel working on your website. Okay, and to do that, what you just want to do is to come over to, okay, to create a new pixel. Let's say you don't have any pixel, come over to business settings. Here under business settings, come to data sources, and then in data sources you have pixels here. This way you'll be able to create new pixels from, so you could just click on add and create a new pixel. Chances are you will not exhaust the number of pixels you can create with your ad account. So you can always create a pixel for, if you have multiple websites or multiple landing pages, you should have different pixels on each of these websites or each of your different landing pages. That's to help you with organization and order, so that don't mix things up and then Facebook don't miss your tracking up. Okay, so you can just create a new pixel and then set that up. That's very simple to do. If you still need tutorials on that, you can just check my YouTube channel. I have a whole playlist on Facebook ad that can help you navigate all of this stuff. So let's go back to setting up our ad. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be setting up like a demo ad. I'm not really publishing um any ad at the moment, but let me see. Okay. Um all right, so I'm going to use, okay, this landing page is no longer available. Let me see. I think I should have um okay. I might need to use the traffic objective for this tutorial instead of lead generation. So I'll just use traffic. And then let's say I want to get traffic to my website. This is the link to my website. I just need to copy this link. And my goal is to get people, as many people as possible, to visit this blog here. So I'll click on create and then click on, I'm back here. This is not what I want. So I'll click on create. And then since I want to get people to my website, I want people to click on my ad from Facebook and then go to my website. I'm going to use traffic as my ad objective. Then you can name your campaign. Naming your campaign is just for you to be able to recognize the different campaigns you have. Okay. So I'm going to name this traffic. You can give it any name you want. Traffic to web or traffic to blog. And then you can also give your ad set a name. You can also give your ad a name. Now, under a particular campaign, under a single campaign, you can have multiple ad sets, all right? And then you can also have multiple ads under different under individual ad sets. And this is very important. Maybe you want to test different variables of your ad. So you want to sell a particular product, but you have maybe three different flyer designs you want to use to sell that product, or you are using a flyer. You want to test which ad format will convert the most. Is it a flyer or a video? You can use multiple ad sets and multiple ad to test all of that. But this is just a simple campaign, so I will not really bother about naming the ad set. But the naming generally is just for you to be able to recognize and organize the different stuffs you have on your setup. So like I explained earlier, you have campaigns, you have ad sets, and you have ad. So this is my campaign. That's traffic to blog. And then this is the ad set, and this is the ad. So we're going to set everything up one by one right now. So special ad categories, I'm not doing any special ad categories. Usually, if you're in Nigeria, this might not really be a problem for you, except if you're advertising the political campaign or whatever. All right, so you don't really have much to do here, except if you are running A/B test. So you want to test which ad format will perform between the different ad formats that you have. You could go for A/B testing, but that's not something we need right now. Then campaign budget optimization. I've talked about you having multiple assets under a particular campaign. So campaign budget optimization simply means you want Facebook to allocate the most of your budget to the asset that is bringing you the best results. So you could turn this on. But since I will just have just a single campaign, a single asset and a single ad for this tutorial, I'm going to leave this off. Okay, then I'll click next. So if this is off, if you turn campaign budget optimization on, you are going to set your budget at the campaign level. But if it's off, you are going to set your campaign budget manually on each ad set. And you can see that here. If I come over here to budget and schedule, yeah, where is budget and schedule? Yeah, you see budget and schedule here. Yeah, you see budget and schedule here. So you'll be able to enter how much you want to spend on your ad daily and when you want your ad to start. So conversion location, when setting up your ad set, the first thing to put in place is conversion location, which is where you want Facebook to record results from. So I'm creating a traffic ad. Where do I want Facebook to measure like traffic from? So you could decide, maybe you want to send traffic to an app, you want to send traffic to Messenger, or you want to send traffic to WhatsApp, okay? Or you want to get calls. Now, if you want to send traffic to WhatsApp, maybe you want people to send you a message on WhatsApp, there are two ways you can do that. First, you can use the conventional Facebook to WhatsApp ad that Facebook has here, but then you need to be on WhatsApp Business, and then you'll be able to select WhatsApp as the traffic destination and set up Facebook to WhatsApp ad. Or you could create a WhatsApp link and then use websites. And instead of the link to my blog that I have here, I'll just use the link to the WhatsApp link that I've created. Okay, so I hope you got that point. So what I'm going to do now, my conversion location is website. Then optimization for delivery. This is very important. Like, what do you want Facebook to prioritize? So if you say you're optimizing for link clicks, that means what Facebook will focus on is people clicking on a link on your ad. Usually, if you use this link click event, if you optimize for link clicks, you are going to see more link clicks on your ad manager. That's the result you see, more than the people actually visiting your website. And that's because between the time when people click on the link and then them getting to your website, a lot of things could happen, and then they could just click on the link, maybe network, something, something. They eventually don't get to your website. So that is why I prefer going for landing page views if I want to create um, traffic ad. And for this, Facebook will prioritize people actually clicking on my link, and then this page here loading up fully before Facebook is going to count that as result. So, but you could use link clicks if you want. Link clicks are cheaper, but I like using landing page views because I want to know the people who actually got to the page really. So if you're using link clicks, then definitely some people who click on the link will get to the landing page, definitely. So that's up to you. Then you could set like a cost per result cap. That means this is how much you are willing to spend on one. Let's say now that I'm going for landing page views, I could set a maximum limit that this how much I'm willing to spend max to get a landing page view. All right. So I'm not going to do anything here. I just want Facebook to give me the best result, not really minding the cost. Okay. So what I'm after is results. Then daily budget, you could use any budget you want, but usually you can start your ad with a budget of maybe um 2,500, maybe 1,000 if you want even, maybe 1,500. Yeah. But the lowest amount I like starting ads with is 2,500, which is like $5 if your ad account is in dollar. So you can see here, you might spend up to 3,000 naira on some days, but overall in a week you spend maybe 17,500 for this budget. Then for start and end dates, I don't really mind with this because anytime I want to end the ad, I can just go and turn it off inside my ad manager. So I don't really bother with end date here. So just leave the start date, except you want to schedule your ad for later. So yeah. Now the audience who you want to be targeting with your ad. And like this one of the most important part of your ad, because if you have very good product, no matter how good your product is, if you are showing the product to the wrong people, they will definitely not take any action. So if you have a product that is meant for students, but you are directing your ads at working class people, then you know that there's no way you get them interested in what you are advertising. So what you do here is very, very important. And there are different ways you could go about your targeting. You could decide to go broad with your targeting. That is, you want Facebook to do this distribution for you. And Facebook is intelligent enough to know what your ad is all about and who will need your ad majorly, and then show your ad to. So if you want Facebook to do the work for you, then you could just maybe adjust the age, adjust the location, and allow Facebook to do the distribution for you. But one thing I would recommend you to do, if you don't really have engagement on your page, then it's going to take time for Facebook to really know who your business is meant for. But if you are somebody who has been on Facebook, on Instagram for long, and Facebook really understands the kind of people who are used to doing business with you, then if you go for broad targeting, it makes the whole job easier and more effective. So if you are starting out, I recommend you try to know who you want to target based on their interest, their location, and their age. But if you want to just hand over the whole job to Facebook completely, that's fine. So let's say I want to get people to this website, and what my website is all about. Let's say this blog post here, how to start a profitable online business. That's people interested in online business. I'm going to increase the age to maybe 20. That's young people generally, because those are the kind of people who really have the interest in all these online business stuffs. Then location, I could decide to target maybe Nigeria, the whole of Nigeria, or I could decide to target only people in Lagos, for instance. So only people in Lagos, Nigeria. And what this setup simply means is only people in Lagos between the age of 20 to 49 will be seeing my ad. And you can see the estimate here. I'll be getting maybe the estimated audience size for me is between 6.5 million to 7.6 million. Okay. Now, if your business is gender specific, you could decide to choose the gender you want to target with your ad. But that does not really concern me right now, except if you have maybe your business is just for ladies or your business is just for guys. That's where you can decide to play with that. Then for the detailed targeting, this is where you enter all those interest keywords, demographics, and all of that. If you don't know who to target, if you don't really know who to target, then just leave it God. But if you know who to target, you should actually enter the interest you want to target. So maybe I will enter online business. Now, let me tell you the trick here with interest targeting and all of that. When people are setting up ads, they tend to be very random with the kind of stuffs they enter here. But what you want to do, you should be targeting the keywords you should be entering are keywords that the people you want to target will be interested in. Okay. So for me, for instance, that I want to advertise an online business blog, then I should be targeting keywords that people who really like online business will be interested in. So keywords like maybe who are the top celebrities or the top personalities in the online business world. So maybe Gary V, if Gary V is available, this one person that people who are interested in online business tend to follow. And it seems Gary V is not available. So let me try maybe Ty Lopez if this is available. Okay, Ty Lopez is not available. That means most of these personalities that are a popular name in the online business world might not be available. Then you want to target the next option is it next? Not next per se, not next in the sense that you have to do this before you go to this. But second category of keywords you can target are the websites people who are interested in what you're advertising visit. Most popular website that will interest the people who you are trying to target. So for online business, maybe I could go for websites like maybe Fiverr, right? So anybody who wants to make money online probably knows about Fiverr and probably would have visited the website before. Maybe website like ClickBank, right? So these are websites that will interest people who have a kind of interest in online business. Or you could target the kind of books they read, the magazines and all those stuff. Then you could target the kind of tools they use. Okay, maybe applications, AI tools, whatever, as long as they are available for you to pick here. So now, after entering Fiverr, ClickBank, two interest keywords, I could decide to click on suggestions and let Facebook bring out more suggestions for me that are related to this particular keyword. Now, you could use Facebook Audience Insight to do all of this research, but that's not something I can really cover right now. And you can see all of the suggestions here has to do with online business. Okay. freelancer.com, Upwork, freelancer, affiliate marketing, affiliate network, passive income, digital marketing, Fiverr, self-employment, freelancer, social media marketing, Shopify, MailChimp, dropshipping, Robert Kiyosaki. And all these things are keywords that will target people interested in online business. Now, when entering your keywords here, there are three categories of keywords you can enter: interest, behaviors, and demographics, right? So interest, behavior, demographics. So you should take note of that. And whenever whichever keyword you want to pick, you see a description of it by the side here. Okay. And the estimated size of people you could reach in that with that keyword. Okay. So I hope you got the gist there. One thing you can do, okay, this is the Gary Vaynerchuk that I'm looking for. It's actually here. So I could pick this, could pick anyone you want. Now you could decide to combine different keywords under one ad set, or you could decide to create multiple ad sets for different keywords. And that's simply to enable you um, know which keyword is bringing you the best result. So, but you could also play with it, maybe websites in one ad set, personalities in one ad set, tools in one ad set, and all those stuff. Okay. So let's say I'm targeting just these three. I'll leave the rest for now. Then I'll click on detailed, I'll check detailed targeting expansion. And what this simply means is Facebook can reach people outside of these keywords you are targeting if that will help you get better results. Okay, if that will help you get better results. Now, if you've been running ads for a while, one very key part of your advertising will be custom audiences and their lookalike. So if you have a website, you can create a custom audience of all your website visitors, custom audience of all people that follow or like your page, custom audience of people who have bought your product before. And that will be a very key part for you and makes targeting and advertising on Facebook very easy for you if you've built a kind of engagement. But if you are new, you are just running ad for the very first time, these are the things you have to play with. So you either go broad or you select the people you want to target by yourself here. All right. So you could save this audience if you want to use it later. So let's say online business. Let me name this audience online business. So anytime I want to run ad, I want to target these same people. I'll not have to type in again. Hope you guys are still following me. Hope you are still following me. If you are still following me, type in following. Type in following in the comment section. If you are still following me, type in following. All right. Thank God you are still here. Okay, let's continue. I think this name looks familiar, Dr. Ola David. I think you sent me a message maybe on Instagram or so. All right, let's continue. Now, for the placement, these are the platforms you want your ad to show up on. So Facebook has different networks and different platforms that you can send your ad to. Now, if you don't want to go through the stress of picking platforms, you could just use automatic placement. And with this, Facebook is going to do the work for you. So if Facebook feed is where you are getting the most results from, Facebook is going to send most of your ad to Facebook feed. If Instagram is where you are getting the best results from, Facebook will send your ad to Instagram. But with this automatic placement, your ads are going to be like everywhere that is available on Facebook's ecosystem. So people will be seeing your ad in videos, on their feeds, Instagram stories, Instagram feeds, you'll be seeing your ad. Even in Facebook's audience network, that's like mobile applications and blogs that are connected to Facebook's advertising system. Okay. But if you want to go for manual placement, let's say you want your ad to show up on just Instagram, you want to send your ad to just Instagram, then you could decide to uncheck all of this. Okay. So only Instagram is left, right? Now, whenever you are setting up ads, you always get all of these notifications that try to threaten you that you not get any results. You do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. All those ones do not really matter. If you know what you are doing, if you know what you are doing, then you should go ahead. All right. But all those suggestions that Facebook is giving you is not, sometimes they'll tell you that you get zero results, but that's their own business. That's their machine trying to make recommendations based on programming and observation and all of that. But if you don't really know what you are doing clearly, then you should take the suggestions Facebook is giving you very seriously. Okay. So manual placement. And then even on Instagram, if you want your ad to show up on just Instagram feed, then um I could uncheck stories and reels. Then my ads are going to be showing up on just Instagram feed. Okay. Now that's all you need to set up right here. And then if you check this side here, by the side here, you see that Facebook is giving me an estimate of the size of people I can reach with my ad and the kind of results I could get. So they're estimating that I could reach maybe between 1,500 to 4,400 people on a daily basis and then get maybe 19 to 55 views on a daily basis. Now, this is just an estimate. This is not as if it's going to be this actually. Could be way more than this, could be far less than this, but this is the range. Then you click on next once you are done from the ad set. Now, the next thing you want to do is the setting up the ad itself. That's what people are going to see, what the people you're advertising to are going to see. Now, you select your Facebook page, the Instagram account. Usually, if you want to run ads to Instagram, you should have linked your, what they call it, your Instagram page to your Facebook page. Okay, so you could do that on your Facebook page, on Instagram, or from Business Manager here. Or you could just click on Connect Account to go ahead to do that. Okay, if you click on Connect Account, it just prompts you to log into your Instagram account and does that for you. Then for the ad setup, you have three different options. Create the ad from right here inside Ads Manager or use existing posts. For existing posts, you should have posted what you want to use for your ad on your page already. Then you'll be able to select that or use creative mockup. This is a feature that Facebook can just play around with it. So I'll click on create ad. I want to type in the ad, upload the images and everything from right here. Then the ad format, I'll be going for single image or video. But if you want to create carousel ads, so you want to have more than one images that people can swipe whenever they see your ad, you go for carousel and then you'll be able to upload all the elements, all the images on your carousel right here. So add creative, I'm going to upload the image I'm going to use. If you want to use video, select video. Okay, or you click on create video if you want. So let me click on add image. Let's say this is the image I want to use. Okay, click on next. Facebook is recommending that they crop it. Now, here's the thing: if you want to run ads with maybe videos or images, you should, when designing, when creating the design, you should be careful of the measurements you use for your design. All right, so you should be designing based on Instagram's templates. Okay, usually Instagram is one by one. One by one will also work on Facebook, but you don't want to go for some very long posters so that part of your flyer don't go out of the frame. Okay, So I could use one by one, and you see that I still have every other thing, the most important thing on my flyer here. But I'll go for original so that I don't want any adjustment or changes to my flyer. We'll click on next. I don't want any enhancements. If you want Facebook to really apply some filters to your image, you can click on allow enhancement, but I don't want that. Click on done. Okay, so then the primary text, this is the text you want to use in ad. You just type in, or you just copy and paste the copy you want to use for ad. So let me just type something here. Then I'll paste my website link here. Okay, that's not it. Copy the link to my blog again. Then paste it here. All right. Then call to action, if you don't have a call to action button, your ad just looks like a normal post without any extension. But adding a call to action really helps. So you could give your call to action button a designation, but click learn more, and then come over here and paste your website URL where you want to send the traffic to. And whenever people click on the call to action button, um, just like them clicking on this URL, and then takes them to my website. Okay. Then display link, all of these stuffs here, they don't really matter, but you can still play around with them. Languages, not compulsory. And then when you are done, you can then go ahead and click on publish, okay, to publish your ad. And then what you want to do really is, when you start running ad on Facebook, you don't want to be in a rush. Like, you want to start getting results immediately. Sometimes it will take you some time before you can start seeing good results from your Facebook ad. Okay, take its time, maybe after some days or maybe after a week, before you start getting the kind of results you expect to get. And what you want to do whenever you run ad is to have enough money that will allow your ad running for some time, so that Facebook really understands what your ad is all about and the kind of results you want to get, and then start helping you get the results you want to get. Okay. Now, because this is just a one session, okay, we had one session yesterday, one session today. There are a lot of things about advertising, online marketing, and all those stuff that you are supposed to learn, but that's not something we can cover right now. So before the end of this class, I'm going to talk about my Facebook ad course. So if you want to learn, if you want to take your learning further, like how to get the best results from Facebook ad, then you can get that course. But I'm going to talk about that at the end, not now. But right now, if you have any questions so far from what we've talked about right now, you can ask your question.
Yeah, other guys can go ahead and start typing your questions. Those of you who have questions can start typing it right now. Mr. Emmanuel, thank you so much. I believe you have given us so much value. Thank you for the value so far and all your shared. At least you practically showed how to run a Facebook ad, like using the traffic objective. And I saw
Yeah,
it live myself. Even myself, I was following to hear some of the points that you have poured out here. So even with this, anybody can run an effective advert. So if you have questions right now, go ahead and ask your question. I believe you may have several questions. Go ahead and ask it concerning how to run an effective Facebook advert, or anything that you're not clear about. I believe you guys were jotting down. You're jotting down, taking note of what we have been saying. So what you do for me right now is to ask questions. So go ahead and ask your question. Are you still following? Are you still with me? If you are still with me, type 111. Let me be sure that you're with me. Type it, type it, type it there. Let me be sure that you're with me. So once you ask a question, I'll take it up to the screen. Once you ask a question, I'll take it up to the screen. So ask your question about it. So much points have been shared. So many points have been shared so far. And then somebody is thinking, is this just a class? Yes, it is, because so many things have been shared in today's class. So many premier things have been shared in today's class. So you would want to ask question if you like, if you have any. I believe you should have questions. You should have questions. So I'll be waiting for your response. Everyone who is still with us right now, if you're still watching. Okay, somebody saying thank you, Coach Emmanuel. That's a response from there. So thank you to Coach Emmanuel. They're telling you thank you. What would you say to their back?
You're welcome. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you learned a lot.
Okay, Coach Emmanuel actually shared a lot today. So far I got a lot. So and then concerning how to run Facebook ads, different objective. Okay, there's a question up there. Maybe I'll bring it up. Let me be sure of this question. They say, can we use website URL when the website is choosing? That's a question.
Can we use website URL? You mean the link to your website, which is like what I just did? You choose website as your conversion location, then you just enter your website URL. Yes, if that's the question you're asking, the answer is yes. Yes, you can run ad for one day. You can decide, okay, I want this ad to last for just one day. You can do that if that gives you the kind of result you want. You can even run ad for a few hours. So after your ad starts, you can decide to turn it off anytime you want to.
Okay, you guys are asking questions, but I expected more sensitive questions. Maybe I will ask some of those questions to help people learn. Because Mr. Emmanuel, I'd like to ask also, what's the least amount do you recommend somebody can run ads based on the competition all there? Because I know that advertisers compete. So what's the least amount?
Okay, now if you want to run ads, the a lot of make the mistake of overblowing their budget, um because you want to get like very good results. You start your ad with a very high budget, but you increasing your ad budget does not guarantee that you are going to get results. So what you want to do, start your ad with maybe $5. That's like 2,500 naira if you have the money. And then once you start getting the kind of results you want, you can gradually scale your ads by increasing the budget and trying new targeting options. Okay. So if you can start with $5 is like one very good place that I've observed from experience that you can start an ad. That's one ad set ad from. Okay. But if you want to have multiple ad sets in a campaign, then that will definitely add more load to your budget. So you need to increase the budget. But $5 per asset is a good place to start from. Can we use
Okay.
WhatsApp link in the option for website? Yes, you can use your WhatsApp link. All right. So all these places where I use um my blog URL, you can just paste your WhatsApp link there. You're welcome. Okay, to have multiple ad sets, just hope you can see my screen. Okay, let me share my screen with you again.
Okay, I'll have to bring it up.
All right, so if you want to have multiple ad sets under a campaign, what you want to do is to duplicate that's one way, very easy. Just click on this three dot menu here and then you're able to duplicate the ad set. You also be able to duplicate ad using this method, and then you can also duplicate campaigns with this method, and then you make the changes you want to make. Or you can click on this three dot icon here, and then you click on create ad set. Okay, that will create a new ad set under this campaign for you. So those are different ways you can do that. You get the point.
All right, let's see more questions. Let's see more questions that you would want to ask more questions concerning this. Majority of people, they are not around, but I believe that a lot of them will come back to watch the replay of this, and in the replay
Yeah.
they are going to then implement it and take any action that we really wanted to take. So, thank you so much once again, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you for the value that you have poured. Thank you
My
for
pleasure.
everything that for taking out your time, because it's not easy. It's not easy to get your time. That's one thing that I know for sure. It's not easy. You are very, very busy. Even where I was in Lagos, I've left Lagos now. I'm back
Are
to
you
Delta State. While I
serious?
was in Lagos, I tried to reach out to you. Even while I was there, it
Yeah.
wasn't easy. You were very, very busy. So, but it's fine. I'll be coming to Lagos again very soon. Very soon.
Okay. Awesome.
So, but then we can always see, like you said, we can always see, we can
Yeah.
always relate even online, all
Yeah.
that. So in as much as I'm the host, I've also learned a lot from you, and even from your. So I would like to know, because guys, there's something very important I want to tell you out there. Um, so much knowledge I've poured, and this is a free training for everyone, and then you can implement. But the real results that you get from your advert campaign, is to actually key into mentorship. Does it key into mentorship and key into maybe courses, like deep courses where a lot of things were shared. And Mr. Emmanuel has one like that, has a very detailed course, of which myself have taken the course. I even have testimonies for it, from the results that I got from taking that course. So, Mr. Emmanuel, I'd like you to tell us about the course, tell everyone about the course, and then they can go ahead to take action to get it.
All right. So before I talk about that, there's a question here. How can you have multiple ad accounts? Now, you know, like I said yesterday, each Facebook account can have two business accounts and multiple ad accounts, depending. Now, to create a new ad account, you would have spent some amount of money. Usually, Facebook increases the number of ad accounts you can create with time. If your ad account gets banned, you know, depends if it's just an ad. If you have different ad account or different business account and just one ad account gets banned, you can switch and start using the other one. But usually, if you've not created any, if you don't have multiple, if you've not created your second business account or ad account before your first ad account gets restricted, it's not something you can do. So what you want to do is to try to get your the ad account that was restricted unlocked. Okay, and you can do that by appealing. That's just if you didn't violate any Facebook ad policy, just ask for a review, and then they'll take it off from there. Okay. Then somebody said when the ad budget is exhausted, unknowing, and Facebook has stopped, but when payment is made, the ad can continue running. It depends on the payment system you are using for your ad. Okay. If you are using prepaid, that means you load your ad account, then use the money to run ad, then there's no risk involved. Okay. Anytime you exhaust your balance, your ads just stop, and then anytime you load again, your ads start running. But if you are using the postpaid payment method, then it's very important that you try not to, that you run ad, then you pay up your your debt. So if you are using that method, then make sure that your card is working very fine. because if you keep getting that payment failure issue, um, your ad account might run into problems. So if you want to use that postpaid method, make sure you get card that works very very well. Okay. Um. All right. So let me talk about for someone whose page has been dormant for months. What you need to do is to start posting. Okay, you start posting and start gathering engagement on your page. But that does not mean you cannot start running ads. You can even use engagement ad to boost the engagement on your page. But if you've not been posting for a long time, you can start posting anytime you are ready to resume business. Yeah, understanding of Facebook ad policy, very very important. That's one thing. Just go to Google, search for Facebook ad policy. If you don't want to have any problem with your ad, usually if you start running ad, you definitely run into any of those jam. But make sure that it's not intentional or you advertising some kind of product and all of that. Now let me talk about my Facebook ad course. Now this is like where I've poured all my Facebook ad knowledge. Let me just open the course outline for you so that I see what's inside. So all the strategies that I use to run ads, all the tricks that I use, I've shared everything inside this Facebook ad course here. And if you really want to use Facebook ad to grow your business, then I recommend you get into this course. And because of time, I couldn't really touch everything you need to know as an advertiser on Facebook, like the Facebook ad policies and all those stuff. But if you get this course, you basically will understand everything you need to know to take your business to the next level with Facebook advertising. All right. Now, a lot of people have taken this course already, so it's not um like you are not coming to try this course whether the strategies inside work. People have used it and they have gotten massive results. And everything I've shared inside this course are just things. It's not like me going to watch YouTube videos and then trying to echo all those things in videos. There are stuffs from my personal experience, from running ads for myself and running ads for my clients, spending a lot of money and very long time trying all these steps out. So you learn everything you need to learn about Facebook ad inside this course, and you can see there are a lot of lessons here, like everything you need to learn from the payment, Facebook ad policies, running conversion campaigns, running traffic, running engagement, the different campaign types, you learn them here. Then the second section of the course covers the fundamentals of online marketing. All right. So getting results from Facebook ad is not just about you loading your ad account and then putting some interest and then letting the ad run. You might not get any results doing that. So there are things you need to know if you want to get people to start buying your product, if you want to get people to start signing up for your offers. And in this session, I talked about that. And then the third session, I talked about how to attract your customers instead of you chasing them. That's the attraction marketing masterclass. Then I also talked about how to fix Facebook ad issues, payment issues, account ban, and all those stuff. Talked about it in the fourth session. And then inside this course, you also learn copywriting, how to write ads that will make people take the results you take the steps you want them to take. So that's what you learn in the fifth session. Also, if you get this course, you also get access to my Facebook ad community where you get to interact with other people. If you have any questions, you can ask your questions, get answers, and get the support you need whenever you are running ads directly from me and other people like you. Then you also learn Google Ads. The Google Ads and the copywriting courses here are two bonuses I've added to this course. So in addition to the Facebook ad course that you're getting, you'll be getting my copywriting course and my Google Ads course. So with Facebook ad, you will learn how to advertise on Facebook and on Instagram. And inside the Google Ads course, you will learn how to advertise on Google. So whenever people go to Google to search for whatever it is that your business is about, then your business gets to show up as a search result, then they can do business with you. Then you learn how to place ads on YouTube as well. You learn all of that inside this Google Ads course. So the course is loaded, everything you need to know about social media advertising that bring results, not just advertising that makes you spend money, advertising that gives you results, then you should get this course. And how much is the cost? The cost is the price is 20,000 naira, but I'm currently selling it for 4,900 naira. So if you are getting it today, tomorrow, you can get it for just 4,900 naira, as you can see here. And then for those of you that are here right now, I'll be adding one extra bonus. I'll be giving you this ebook that I have here, where I talked about 6 ways to make money online with Facebook ad. So if you can run successful Facebook ad, I have different business templates, different business models you can use to monetize your Facebook ad knowledge. And I'm giving you this book instead of you buying it separately. I'm giving it to you for free if you get this course between now and tomorrow. Okay, and how do you get it?
All right.
Just reach out to the person that invited you to this session, and then the person will give you the link and directions on how to go about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you so much, Miss Emmanuel. Thank you so much, and so much value you have shared, and even because yeah, guys, you don't want to miss out on Mr. Emmanuel's course. Don't want to miss out on that course. I'm also a product of that course. Even before I get connected with Mr. Emmanuel to this extent, I'm also a product of that Facebook ad course that was shared in the 300K
yeah,
monthly blueprint. So that these courses are very, very they are really loaded. Even up till today, I've not been able to finish the trainings. So much I've learned. And whenever you message in the group, in the support group of Mr. Emmanuel, it's always there to respond. That's one thing I'm very, very sure about, is there to respond. And the support group he talked about, they are full with knowledgeable people who have also gotten results. They can even give you some strategies that you're supposed to pay for. They give you for free. So in that support group. So that's something that you don't want to miss out. So even if you are going to go through this free training, implement it to get results. Sometimes you may need to talk to say group of people. Having a group of people to talk to or reach out, it's very, very important. And then in a detailed course, you are going to learn a lot, because just like he said, in these 2 days we cannot share everything. Even if we decide to talk for 24 hours, you may get tired, you may not be able to share everything. So that's why it's important that you guys gets the course, and it's giving us a very massive discount rate of 4,900, alongside with that 6 ways, that book that contains 6 ways to make money on Facebook. In short, that book I've read it. In fact, I went through the classes. I was in the live section before the book was not before it was not transformed to a book. It was
yeah,
mind blowing, just implementing some of those strategies. And these are strategies that you can implement even with organic traffic. You don't even have to run Facebook adverts. You can implement them even with organic traffic. You begin to get results. Some of you who are seeing the result I'm getting is as a result of some of this knowledge that I've gotten. So it's not all about, probably you can go on YouTube to watch a lot of tutorials. You go to Mr. Emmanuel's channel, you see a lot of tutorials, even different playlists on Facebook ads. But it's that is different from what should be inside a particular course that it took his time, detailed time with slides to explain. So I'd want every one of you to get that course. If you are watched to this extent, if you are watching us live or you are watching the replay of this, I want you to reach out to the person that invited you. If I was one that invited you, reach out to me, or any other person that invited you for this course, reach out to them to get this course. You could get this course at that discount rate before the price will shoot up, even with the bonuses. Those of you who do not get it before tomorrow, unless, like I said, by tomorrow, you may miss out on that bonus of that 6 way to make money from Facebook adverts, even alongside that you're going to get in detailed Facebook ad course. So do well to reach out and get it yourself. I could show you on my laptop here. I have the course because it was hosted on Seller. So the
Yeah.
course is there for me to watch at any time, any day, and I have access to the support group. So close support group, like I said, it's very, very important where you have experts, very, very important. So you don't want to miss out on that to gain confidence in running your advert. Even sometimes I've even seen some instances whereby some people they start running their advert, they're not getting results, they come, they speak in the support group and somebody just says something or even Mr. Emmanuel advice and then you get uh, you get to understand what to do and implement successfully. So do well to get this to get the course. So I don't know if you still have more questions. So Mr. Emmanuel, if you do you have any last word for them, for everyone who is still watching up to this time? Do you have anything to say,
Okay.
any form of encouragement?
Somebody said, can you run Facebook ads with your smartphone? Yes, technically, you can run Facebook ad with your smartphone because your smartphone can connect to the internet, and you have maybe a browser that you can use to access Ads Manager and all of that. But and inside this course, you also learn how to run Facebook ad with your smartphone. But the recommendation is, the interface is not built for smartphones. The Ad Manager interface is not built for smartphones. So if you really want to do business, you should be running your ad on desktop on a computer. But if you peradventure you don't have access to a computer, then you can use your smartphone to run ads. Okay, so technically you can.
All
Then
right. Is there still more question?
okay, I think, how do you create a new ad account? Um, I talked about the process yesterday, so just in case you're not here yesterday, you can just the replay is still on Coach Kelvin's channel. You can check that out.
Yeah. Someone
All
is
right.
asking, said, how can he monitor his house when it is running? So I don't know if you have answered that.
Okay. Now, if your ads start running, anytime you log into your ads manager, you see everything there. So, for instance, let me share my screen with you again.
Okay. Let me. Okay, I will add you to stream now.
All right.
Okay, I've added to stream.
So, let's say this ad that I'm setting up, I can just close it. And then let's say this ad is running already. Anytime you log into your ads manager, you can see all the ads that you have here. And then you can edit, you can check the results that you are getting from each ad, from each asset, all of them from right in this from the Ads Manager tab. So that's where you do all of that. Or if you have the Ads Manager app on your phone, you can also monitor your ad from there. Okay, so it's as simple as that. So if you get into the course, you get to learn more about Facebook ad from me that will help you take your business to the next level,
Time consuming
right?
and stressful.
So I
Which
wish
time?
you all the best and never stop learning. That's how you get, that's how you are able to increase your result. Okay, continuous learning will help you get better results in your business and every other area of life.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. So, like I said,
Most
continuous learning
welcome.
will help you get better results. Myself, I know how many Facebook ads course that I've gotten so far, and even before I met Mr. Emmanuel to get his own, which is well detailed, and even to the extent of he taught how to install pixel on Seller. I've never seen that happen before. I've never heard about that before. How you could install pixel on Seller and be able to do retargeting for people who are interacting with your ads like that or use them to create lookalike audience and those other audiences that you need. So it's important for you to get a course. So if you, no matter the courses that you've gotten before, I'm giving you an assurance that this one is going to give you massive results. And there are different strategies that were shared on the kind of Facebook ads that you can run. So even if as you get started, go ahead, ensure that you implement all that was taught in this class, ensure you that you implement it and see for yourself. I know a lot of you who implement this will also get some form of result. You would also get results from this even before you now proceed to reach out to get the Facebook ad, the course. So I don't know. Mr. Emmanuel, thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Thank
spending
you
your
for
time.
having me.
So
I really
yeah,
appreciate
thank you.
that.
All right, I know you'll be
All right.
leaving us very soon.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So I'll try to reach out to them. Majority of them may not be around, may not be available. I know people because some of them may be probably data or one issue or the other. So they will have to watch the replay of these, implement, and then before they take it further to the next level of mentorship and getting a detailed course on this. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And for
All
everyone
right.
who is here, I encourage you, just as I said, keep learning. Don't stop learning. Myself, I learn every day. I learn every day, every day, every day. So I take out some time to go through courses, the courses I've bought and then implement like that. Even when I started, it was not like this. It was not like okay, going using YouTube Live like this. So you keep learning on a daily basis, and in your learning, in your ensure that you follow people who are already successful in this. That is how easy you can get results. That's the easiest way you can get results. Otherwise, YouTube is there, but you may get confused if you go on YouTube to learn. You may get confused because there are so many things on YouTube, some things that are unrealistic, some things that are true, some things that are not true. And one thing about learning on YouTube, just like that, you may not be able to reach out to the people directly to ask them certain questions. But if you take courses, you could do that. You could have access to them. That is very, very important. Like I got connected with Mr. Emmanuel from his course that I took. So very, very important that you guys take action to learn more, even if you're going to implement all these. So I don't know. I'll be ending this section now. I'll be ending this section now. It says extend the cost bonus till we buy. Give us more time, sir. Somebody's asking for more time. So I don't know, Mr. Emmanuel. Are you seeing that? So if you want to give more time, you can. So I don't know, but just try to reach out to the person that invites you first and declare your interest. Declare your interest. If you're getting it tonight, I'll be glad. That'll be nice. Declare your interest. Your interest is very important. So in this, your interest is very important in this. I'll be sharing the link later for all of you. Okay, somebody's talking about. Don't worry, reach out to the person that invited you. Get it. Oh, Mr. Emmanuel has gone out of class right now. All right, guys. Those of you who are still watching, this live session. We'll be ending the live session right now. We've done close to about 2 hours, but the section was not really. Just hold on, I'm coming. Okay, okay, okay. Something happened to your network, right? Your network. It wasn't network that kicked you out or what?
Yeah. I was leaving. Then I thought you wanted to tell me something.
No, 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 no. I didn't want
Okay.
to say anything. I'll
All
just
right.
reach
So
out to you
I'm
later
clear,
after
right?
the stream.
All
Yes, sir.
right.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much, sir. Thank you.
Enjoy the
Thank you
rest
so
of
much.
the day.
All right. All right, sir. Okay, 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 guys. So we are done with the section right now. We're done with the section. Somebody's asking for WhatsApp number. I believe you can reach out to me. I'll put a link on the description to reach out to me for those who are invited. But those who you were invited by other people, reach out to the person that actually invited you. Reach out to that person, and that person could give you directions on whatever you want to do. And but ensure that this that we have shared, ensure that you implement it in your business, ensure you implement it in whatever you're doing, and you're going to come back with testimonials, even if you want to get a more detailed course of this, just like we shared in this training, even if you want to get it. All right, guys, I'll be ending this right now. So it's so unfortunate that some of you cannot maybe talk. You can just put in the chat section and say something about it. So go ahead and watch the replay of this. Thank you so much. I'll be ending this broadcast now. Thank you.